Hello, my name is Alexis, and today we're doing a test, which is why I have eyeshadow on and nothing else. So I have the BeautyBlender foundation, which if you've watched my favorites video, you know that I've been loving the BeautyBlender foundation. However, I've been applying this with a brush, this brush to be exact. This is from Sephora. This is the Pro Slanted Buffing Brush number 88, and I love this brush. But this foundation is meant to be used with the BeautyBlender because it's from BeautyBlender. So I have a BeautyBlender here, and we're gonna see if it even makes a difference. I don't know, because if you're new here, hi, I don't like the BeautyBlender. I don't like how it makes my face feel after I use it because I always just feel wet, and I don't like it. But if it's gonna make this foundation look even more amazing than it already does, I'll give it a chance. So I'm gonna take this foundation, I'm gonna take my BeautyBlender and put it on one side and then put it on again on the other side with my brush. And we'll see if the BeautyBlender really makes a difference with the BeautyBlender foundation. I'm gonna prime real quick before we do this. I'm just using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Chucking all that on. The tutorial for this eye look will be down below in case you missed it because it went up first. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with the brush side because it just makes more sense for me to do it like that, because when I do it on the BeautyBlender side, it's gonna want me to put the product in the thing, and I don't want to do that and then on with my brush. So I'm gonna put it on with my brush first, and I'm gonna put it on this side, this side here. Hi, how are you? I zoomed you in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So I'm just going to take one pump, because that should be enough for this whole side. And I'm just going to stipple it on. I know this is called a buffing brush, but I don't like to buff with it. I think it does better with stippling motions. So I'm just going to put this all on this side of my face. So you can see I have some like hyperpigmentation, discoloration, all that fun stuff. My face is also a little lighter than my neck is. So I'm trying to match my neck. So I am pressing this all in. Looks good to me. I really like this foundation. It doesn't like exaggerate pores or dryness. There was one time where I was, my skin was really dehydrated, so it started to break up like around like here, but I figured it out. As long as my skin is prepped well, because my skin is just naturally dehydrated, so as long as it's prepped well, I don't have that problem. But I have that problem with lots of foundations, so it was not a big deal for me. Yeah, I think this looks good. Okay, so that is that side, looking good. So next, I'm going to take, how am I supposed to do this? Just push it, I guess, into the, ooh, I don't think I like that. Ah! No, I didn't like that. It kind of just goes like in the hole. But anyways, I've done that. I have my BeautyBlender. It is already wet. And I'm just gonna bounce it around. Okie dokie. Okay. My first thought is I feel like I don't have the same amount of coverage from the BeautyBlender side to this side. So let me take some more and build this up over here. This is also the side with the crater. If you are new here, I have a very big pore on my cheek, and I call him the crater. I don't find this foundation by itself ever exaggerates the crater when I put it on with a brush. So let's see if it looks any better than when I do it with the sponge. Okay, so that's on. I will say I didn't use as much product because there's still a ton of product I have on the package there. So now I feel like I have more coverage. The crater looks really good, actually. Yeah, the crater looks really good. Uh-oh, I think I might be liking the Beauty Blender now. So, okay, I feel like you can see this side is definitely more glowy than this side is. Maybe not like a lot more glowy, but like you see the sheen. Look at the sheen there. And then on this side, maybe they are about the same. No, I feel like this side's more glowy. Do you see that? Do you see what I'm seeing? Or am I crazy? I don't know. So they look the same to me, honestly. Like, in the mirror, they look the same. I don't see any difference, really. I don't know. I didn't use as much product, though. Let me get real close. Hi, I'm up close and personal. Here's my skin. So this is the Beauty Blender side. See, I still have that hyperpigmentation there. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. Some hyperpigmentation, about medium coverage. But I got the same amount of coverage on both sides. My skin, I think, looks really good on both sides. Let me put some concealer on. I feel a little naked. So I'm going to use the Born This Way concealer. I have this in the shade Nude. So I'm just doing 2 dots. So I use the Beauty Blender for this step. I use the Micro Mini, but I use it dry. Does that... I mean, I'm sure that bothers everybody who sees me doing this all the time. So, but I'm just gonna... So this is what I would normally do with my Micro Mini. Dry Micro Mini, just blending it around here. This is weird because I already have eyeshadow on and I never usually do that. So that is that. I'll blend all these edges back out on my eyeshadow. Yeah, so that's that on that side. And then I guess I'm just going to take the point on this side. And blend this in. So that's the concealer. I feel like they look the same from the dry sponge to the wet sponge. Yeah, I feel like it all looks the same. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this height. I'm going to set with my Laura Mercier powder. I'm just going to do it how I normally do because I don't want to like bake or anything. So I'm just going to... not going to use the sponge. I'm just going to use my brush. Okay. Now that I've powdered, look at it again from side to side. I'm getting up. Oh, I have a 5 times. I'm going to look in the 5 times side. Ooh, this is too close. After looking in my 5 times side, the Beauty Blender side looks a little bit smoother than the brush side does. Just a little bit though. I don't like that. I don't want to like the Beauty Blender. It's just a little bit smoother. Just a little bit. Like this side, especially in the 5 times mirror, I can kind of see where it's maybe not like the smoothest, especially on my cheeks, like around here where I have not bad skin, but like that's like my problem area. I have pores, like pretty bad pores and stuff there, like damaged pores. So on this side, it's not as smooth as it could be, like in the pores and all that. On this side, especially where the crater is, looks really good. My under eyes look the same though. If anything, I like the dry Beauty Blender side better than the wet Beauty Blender side. But that's it. I'm gonna try and remember to come back and check in later to see if maybe it wore differently. I doubt it, but like maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll come back if I remember. Dean's coming over and then I get distracted when Dean's here. But like, it looks fine, like it looks good, but I feel like this side still looks good too. I don't think they look different enough that I'm like, wow, I need to use the Beauty Blender. You know what I mean? So let's see how this wears. I will check back in with you later on that. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again soon. Bye!